And we are live. Hey, this is the wood where you get what raisin?
Wood, it's so good.
That is correct. It is Monday. We're joined by Crinder.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. And of course, the wonder from down under, the Australian Thunder, Mr. Red Eye.
Yeah, you've already made a mistake. It's Tuesday, but I'll forgive you.
It's not Tuesday. It's Monday.
See, we
live in a real country.
Yeah, hush up, future bot.
We live in a real country, so you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Fucking slow pokes.
We got real days and real country right here, buddy.
Yeah, but we got all that stuff over here too. We're ahead of you. Yes, we do.
No, you're just
wrong.
think you're ahead.
Wrong.
Y'all put a day ahead of us on the calendar. Ooh, big deal. Y'all, my God.
Sun comes up here first. It's just not our fault. It's just how it is.
Well,
it's the way nature intended it.
Well, nature can suck my pecker.
Are you glad, Mickey?
What?
What you doing? What
are you talking about?
Talking to chat.
Why are you talking to chat?
Because they're here to watch us, and I wanted to say hi to them.
Yeah, but this ain't an interactive show. This goddamn. No, I'm joking. You can interact with
I'm a rule breaker. I do what I want. Rebel.
Like how Pimp's making a hole in the middle of his body with his lighter there.
I did notice that. It was like last
I did what?
Your lighter is triggering the green screen, so we're seeing your sign through the lighter, through you.
Yeah, because it's green lighter, actually. It's a lime green lighter. So.
Wow.
So surreal.
You're fired. Bringing a green object.
Is he even real?
Green screen.
Look, PIMPMUNK's inside my head. That's kind of cool, actually.
It's very surreal.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness, dude, my teeth's hurting, people.
Too much Easter candy?
Do what, boo?
Too much Easter candy?
I ain't eating no damn Easter candy.
Aww.
I did eat a Milky Way today, though. That probably fucking set it off.
Those are good.
Yeah, I like Milky Ways. I like Snickers and Milky Ways. That's my two candy.
I don't know if it's a difference between countries or if it's just because of being in an atheist family or whatever, but I've never really thought of Easter as being something that people go visit family and have a big dinner on, because we never did.
We did.
And again, I also never expected to hear the phrase, it's Easter, I was drunk, and that happened today, so.
Hey, my family, I was raised Catholic. What do you want from me?
That explains a lot.
The traditions, and then you get drunk to deal with what you just had to prep with.
Yeah.
No, like I don't know. For some reason this year, people are talking about going and visiting family for Easter more than they have any other year. Maybe it's just because
they can finally
COVID restrictions are lightening finally, so people can visit family more easily.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Got a lot to do with it.
But it's not something I've ever heard of before this year, so it's just kind of hit me weird.
You hear it a lot down here, though, in the South, especially. I mean, it's because it's a really Christian area. So, but we used to do it. I mean, we had like a family would all get together, and the kids would go Easter egg hunting and all that shit.
Yeah, like up here, you'll get the day off, but
the kids
I've never really heard anybody talking about family trips or whatever for it.
Y'all just a bunch of grumpy bastards, then, aren't you?
I guess. Or like I said, maybe it's just because I'm in an atheist family, so maybe other people are doing it and I just haven't heard about it. I don't know.
It isn't just about the religion thing, though. Like, it's just like kind of like where you gather with the kids, egg hunt, and all that good shit.
Yeah. Well, I feel it's like a Christmas thing. Christmas has evolved beyond being a religious thing. It's just a thing everybody does, unless they're like have their own competing thing like Hanukkah or something instead.
Yeah.
Like atheists do Christmas just as a family, whatever, you know. But
well, it's a good time to get together, you know.
Yeah.
I just do Festivus.
There you go. Well, that's what I said. Like, unless they have some other competing thing, right? Alternative.
He watched too much Seinfeld.
Yeah. Now, Festivus is a good idea, though. I also like the other alternative. I also like the other alternative, Winter Enemas.
Festivus is simple for decorations. You just get a fucking metal pole, just jam it in it.
Yeah.
Lean it up against something.
The festive holiday stripper pole.
Yeah, and then you just get around and you get to tell everybody how much they've disappointed you this year. And that's
the grievances.
Oh yes, the airing of grievances.
Yeah.
It's a very healthy tradition.
Is that before or after the feats of strength?
I can't remember the fucking.
Me neither.
I just remember the one when he said, and then you basically just get to sit around and just tell everybody how much they've disappointed you over the year. That's just like, yeah, that's.
I thought that was just a standard holiday or a standard family visit. That's what happens when I visit the family.
Festivus makes it all official and shit. That's what I like.
There you go.
It's like now it's a legit part of the process.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
it makes
Thanksgiving Thanksgiving everybody's just like gets. Yeah, I've heard about it. Thanksgiving in America, it's like, yeah, if someone's got a big family and they invite you to Thanksgiving dinner, you're probably better off saying no, from what I understand.
Avoid the chaos.
Shit might hit the fucking fan.
Yeah. I always found it weird that Americans apparently hold Thanksgiving as an even bigger deal than Christmas. That always seemed weird to me.
Do
they?
Yeah.
Who does that?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
It's perceived as
a lot of Americans in general are more excited about Thanksgiving than they are about Christmas.
I don't think that's right, actually.
I don't know what the percentage is like.
I think your information is dead fucking wrong, Canadian boy.
Probably.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because your society has this big thing about pilgrims and turkeys and shit, and that seems to have melded.
Well, it's all true.
And hypocrisy.
All the Indians and the pilgrims got together, had some turkey.
I bet you the Indians really regret being nice to those pilgrims, right?
We gave them blankets.
Kidding, right? That did not go well.
What were they full of? The blankets were full of.
The blankets were full of love. Ran out of love.
And
See,
what,
we
was it
love
smallpox?
No, we call it love simultaneously because it's the truth.
Yeah.
No. What else were the blankets full of?
Love.
Love, and what else?
More love.
More love and care and care.
Warmth.
Chat better help me.
Warmth. That's it. Warmth.
And a little bit of feces.
No.
What was that?
They were washed.
White people have never done anything wrong.
What was that transmissible thing that was living in the blankets as well?
Love. We keep telling you, it's fucking love, Red Eye.
Transmitted with warm blankets.
Do I have to look up on? Do I have to Google this shit? You're gonna make me Google it. I'm gonna have to Google it now. All right. So
look, that was all in the exchange. You could just talk to the people of
what else was in the blankets?
There may have been some stuff that made a few people allergic to that. It wasn't our fault.
Do not include the ingredient.
Look, it's just a consequence of coming in contact with the new people. Look, it happened on Easter Island, too. Did they give the people on Easter Island blankets?
Well, I don't know. Did
they didn't feed us dinner, so we didn't give them blankets.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
We just gave them deadly diseases that wiped out their people.
Chat says that Thanksgiving is Christmas part 1, so that makes sense there.
Well, we I don't know how because y'all don't have. We kind of like we have what the holidays say, right? If starting on Thanksgiving up to Christmas is kind of unified. It's kind of a joint thing. Like we celebrate it too fucking long, right?
It's like a big block. Yeah.
Like people start putting up Christmas trees the day after or some before Thanksgiving.
Hours after.
Well, that's how you know when to decorate for Christmas after dinner.
What else as well as putting some love in the blankets, you also gave them lots of garments that were also crawling with love. Oh, and
Crawling
the other
with love.
ingredient that I was talking about was smallpox. That's
No.
Yeah.
We gave them chicken pot pies, and somebody thought it was pox.
No.
Chicken
It
pox
was
pie.
small pockets in the blankets. What it was.
Gave,
It was small. It was small pockets inside the blanket, so they could put their feathers and stuff in the pockets in the blanket. Small pock. They called it small pocket. It was just short for pocket. That's all I was.
Ah, I see.
Put my feathers in my pox. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's handy.
Y'all need to learn y'all's history.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Not my history.
Well, y'all fuck with some indigenous people too, so you need to shut down. Trying to act all innocent over it, Mr. Canadian man. Well, y'all done indigenous people.
Oh, we don't treat them any better, no.
Y'all treat them like shit.
I think we might have learned from y'all.
Yes.
All right. Our time is 13 minutes. That's how long it took chat to notice I was wearing my hat wrong.
Chicken pox pie. That's right, John Vega.
There we go.
Chicken pox pie.
13 minutes. Hey, Crenda, is your head swollen? What's going on?
Is your hat bigger than usual?
You got a big cancerous tumor in your head? What's going on there, fella?
I mean, I do, but that's got nothing to do with my hat.
Yeah. Everyone's got to have a pet.
Funny enough, I actually did get an injury when I was a kid that where the bone overhealed, so I've got like a bump of more bone than I should in the middle of my forehead.
That's good though.
Can't really see it from a distance.
Donk.
Are you a Krendar coin?
Krendar coin? What?
A Krendar coin.
Krendar corn. Like a unicorn.
Corn.
But a Krendar.
Oh.
A little budding Krendar coin.
Yeah, unicorn. Krendar.
Man, I've been watching.
You can feel it.
I've been watching clips on TikTok of Coachella, and I hate rich people.
Oh, I've just saw now. I understand about Coachella. So I'm looking on YouTube the other day, and it says it comes up with this recommendation. It's got Jared Leto and friend at Coachella, and they're basically doing fashion reports of what all the stuff. And I went, oh, it's that sort of festival that I wouldn't want to go to.
Oh, it's
if they paid me $1 million because there's celebrities running around everywhere. Like, oh, that means there'd be security, and there'd be like if you look at them funny, the security dudes come over and start hassling you. And
well, here's the thing: you never hear poor people say, "I'm going to Coachella."
You're right. No, this is and
they go to Burning Man.
Yeah.
Now I understand why working people don't go to Coachella. It's basically a festival put on for fucking celebrities.
It's put on for the top 1% of America, really.
Oh, change is coming, Hollywood. Change is fucking coming.
There's a lot of great performances that come out of that thing, though. I will give it that. A lot of,
they got money to book the best bands. That's fucking why. Now I understand why Coachella's had all of these really good acts and shit. Like,
they always have the best act. I actually seen a duo over the weekend that actually was kind of like, oh, really? That's a weird duo, but they sounded great together. And that was old Harry Styles and Shania Twain.
Wow.
Unexpected.
Very unique duo, but boy, they was good together.
You do love your Shania.
I do love Shania. Shania's my baby. She's Canadian, by the way. But she's a country chick. But yeah, they did good together. But there's a lot. I know they had a lot of motherfuckers up there this weekend. But it just annoys me to see the interviews and all that stuff because it's just they're so fucking snobby. It's just ridiculous. Really, really ridiculous. And I blame Raisin for it. She's one of those people. Who the fuck is Malcolm Nance?
I didn't mean it. It's just the way it is.
Malcolm what?
Malcolm Nance is a longtime MSNBC analyst, leaves to fight Russia and Ukraine. So he, like an analyst, gave up his job to go fight for Ukraine.
What was he an analyst of?
I don't say. Probably political stuff.
Mm.
He leaves to fight Russia. A spokesman told the Hollywood Reporter that Nance is no longer a contributor, though he has ID on air recently or whatever. So yeah.
Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Hope
Also, history was made over the weekend, I guess, on Saturday Night Live.
Oh?
Lizzo is the first SNL host to introduce herself as the musical guest, and that's pretty darn iconic. Why is that pretty darn iconic? I don't know.
It's mildly interesting, but I don't know who a Lizzo is.
She's a big old fat black girl.
What kind of music does she do?
Raps, sings.
Okay.
She's pretty big star actually. She got some big hits. She's a very attractive lady too. She a big ass bitch though. And she wears a lot of provocative clothing for a big girl, which is very interesting. People get mad at me.
I don't see that a lot.
People get mad at me for saying this shit, but I don't care. I just don't care. I'm a fat dude. I say this shit. Like black people say the N-word. I can call people fat and say they need to put some more clothing on. I think fat people don't need to dress like that. I don't give a fuck. Get mad at me. I don't care. You ain't gonna see my ass walking around goddamn on the beach with no shirt on and shit. Fuck that. I got robes on. Fuck that. I don't have the body for it. PIMPMUNK people can dress how they want to. They do it for themselves. Yeah, but everybody else got to say this shit.
Pimp's just being considerate.
I really don't like looking like 10 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound bag.
Exactly.
Personally. What other people want to do with their bags is...
If you want exactly. If you want to do it. That's fine. But then don't get pissed off when people judge you. Because people will have an opinion about everything. And I'm a fat fucker that's got an opinion about everything.
I'll admit, I was a bit confused when my son needed to see the behind of the woman walking into the Target in front of us when she was wearing cutoff shorts that were, she's a young lady. Big young lady with shorts cut off, jean shorts cut off so tight that her cheeks are kind of rolling at the bottom, but not in a cool rap video way.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're cutting them yourself, can't you cut them so that it contains your body? Like, how is that even not indecent?
Maybe you should cut them before she gained weight.
They're pretty big pants.
I don't know.
What is wrong with parents? I would whoop my daughter's tried to leave the house with her cheeks hanging out of her pants.
Dude, when I was at VidCon, I've seen little girls that could have been older than 11-year-old walking around with them, what do they call it, with a little butt hanging out of the shorts. What's those shorts got? I'm sitting there. Yeah, but I'm like,
I think that only counts if they're denim, though.
The little sport.
Yeah, it's like nuts, and their dads.
Shorts that they make now that are cut to do that. They sell them on the shelf to do that.
Yeah, they're cut to show your butt cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Who's making them that way for 11-year-olds? What the fuck?
Why are they selling that? What parents are allowing them to buy it? Like, they don't have jobs at that age.
I'm sorry. Both of these steps are problems.
That's the problem.
They shouldn't be making them, and they shouldn't be buying them.
They definitely shouldn't be in the kids section of the store.
Right.
Well, they probably are not in the kids section.
They are.
Are they? Okay.
Yes, they are. They sell. Why wouldn't they put them there? Companies are going to put them there if they sell.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird how especially, I've noticed it's always, we all know sex sales, but how to me, it's got even more sexualized. And then, but now also, they expect men not to look. Well, I don't understand this shit. It's okay when you have a woman. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about women, grown women. When you have a grown woman walking around with ass hanging out, I am a straight male that is attracted to the female persuasion. And if I look, I'm wrong. What the fuck?
Good looking, not good looking, it don't matter. If there is something to be checking out, I'm gonna check it out. I assume if it's hanging out, you want it to be seen. I don't know. I wear clothes.
Yeah, why would you wear shit like that if you don't want it to be looked at? That's stupid.
That's like, I have checked out titties when I've seen breastfeeding women. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, it doesn't give me the right to make comments or to touch,
no, you can't touch and make comments. But yeah,
and if it looks nice, my head might turn.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't think you should fuck them either. But
no, don't be gross. Don't like turn around and follow people either, guys. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's creepy.
Gross.
And provocative clothing is not an invite for you. It's not.
No.
It's not, but
it's I want to be looked at. It's not I want to be followed and harassed.
Yeah, exactly. But and I hate when it's I do it. I wear it for myself. That makes no sense to me.
Well, I could if it makes you feel sexy. But my follow up question is, if you're looking to feel sexy, then you're probably trying to attract people. So unfortunately, the world is not a perfect place. You don't get to just only have guys be interested if you're attracted to them. Yeah. Just like they have to come take a chance, you're taking a chance too. Now, if you say no, they should respect that. But you can't. I don't get down with chicks that are clearly looking to date, but then shit on guys for being interested.
That aren't attracted.
Right. Like, you can just say no. You don't have to be nasty. You know what I mean? Like,
right, like they might not even be looking to date. They might be looking for a fling, but again, you're going to get the attention.
Yeah.
They're trying to attract something.
Yeah. And it is natural for a man to look. It just is.
And sometimes we're getting, all spiffied up for a specific guy that we're going to meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit different. Like, it's just social norms. You get to used to it. Like, if a chick's in a club looking like that, you're more likely to be getting away with, like, showing interest. If I'm walking down the street to go to the club, I'm not looking for you to pick me up on the sidewalk, honey. Like, I'm just not. Mm-hmm. If there's a strange, like, if somebody drops their keys and you have a movie moment or something where you happen to meet somebody, that's whatever it is, But I'm not, like, looking to meet people while I'm going somewhere. Like, I meet people there.
But most guys don't even approach. Most don't. Most just look. That's just fact.
Yeah, probably true.
Unless you're at the place that you're hanging out, then
yeah. Most guys don't approach. Like, because, most guys are intimidated by women's looks. Most.
And then there's the factor of you have to wonder if, like, oh, this woman is so gorgeous that she's probably getting hit on 50 times a day. She doesn't need shit from me.
Yeah. And there is a respectful way to check a chick out. I'm not gonna walk up just to a random fucking stranger and say, "Hey, you want to date or whatever?" Go out, I just don't do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never hit on a woman like that ever in my life. Well, except, in a bar, you start dancing or whatever, they come, whatever. That's a little different. I'm talking about just walking up to a fucking stranger at a goddamn train station and hitting on somebody. That's just weird to me.
It's kind of weird.
It's just weird to me. And I've seen people, I've heard people,
it happens, though.
It does happen. Like, a woman there grocery shopping, she's not there to meet a dude. They're grocery shopping.
I feel like it's especially weird with the train station idea because there's a strong chance that one or the other of you is not a local because you're in a place of intercity travel.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to pick up somebody that you're probably never going to see again because you're not staying in town or they're not staying in town.
However, I did meet someone on the train. Never mind. I did meet someone on the train one time.
Well, you're sitting there. You got nothing. You just get to talking to people sometimes.
Well, yeah, like when you go to the observer car, where you go, they got that car where you go in and people are sitting around looking at out the big ass windows and everything. It's pretty cool. And then that's a place where a lot of people do introduce themselves and talk and stuff like that. It's an interactive car, basically.
Yeah, it's the social spot.
Yeah, and then like if you're on like in sleeper cars, which is considered first class for trains, you go to the dining room for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then they seat you randomly with people. So that may happen. You may get set by the opposite sex, but most of the time it's old people over them motherfuckers. I'll be honest with you. Like Landon, he's an old bastard.
That'd be a pretty good lucky matchup, though. Getting to meet Landon, that'd be cool.
I've met some cool people. I got matched up with a old couple. They were in like their 80s, and he was a doctor, a retired doctor, and she was something I forget. But they were very sweet. They offered to pay for my meal, which I was like, it's included, so But
that was the joke, I guess.
They thought they didn't think I was. They thought I was just up there because if you're not in the first class part, you can come into the dining room, but you have to pay.
Oh, okay.
And I guess they thought my big ass wasn't part of the first class thing, but I was. So
it was nice of them to offer.
They were a very sweet old couple. And then I met a dude who owned a blueberry farm too. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And I met some Australian people that they don't really matter.
Yeah. Well, Australia's fake, so they were lying to you.
They were lying. They were really from South Africa.
Do they serve any Fosters on the train?
No, we're not that lucky to get the Australians' favorite beer.
Terrible.
Australian for beer.
Actually, you can buy Fosters on a train.
I've never had it.
I've
heard it sucks, though.
I've had it one time. It tastes like angel's pee. No,
I can't. I don't know how I would compare that.
Well, you ever drank the female's piss?
Not a female angel.
You're weird, dude. Oh, so you drink the male's piss? A male angel?
Where are you finding these angels at?
Or just a regular female.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're weird, dude.
I'm strange for not knowing where all these angels are hanging out.
Yeah. My damn tube's hurting, Red Eye, and I blame you.
Well, sorry about that.
Why are you
You're not.
No, you're really not.
I'm a horrible person.
Breaking news. The 4 largest U.S. airlines, United, Delta, Southwest, and American, dropped their mask requirements for domestic flights after a judge struck down the federal mandate.
Oh, there you go. First steps.
Well,
it's legal for you to prevent COVID-19 from spreading by wearing a mask. It's like, just amazing. At least they did it basically when the pandemic's petering out instead of right in the fucking middle of it.
Yeah, but in some places, they're like in Philadelphia, they reissued the mask mandate again.
Did they have a big resurgence?
Yeah.
Might be a tiny bit too early for that, maybe.
Hospitals started getting full again, but it is teetering out, and it is getting better, I think. But
if you've been
how many of
vaccinated,
those cases were really bad? I wonder, because I know that like Omicron spreads worse, but it doesn't affect you as bad.
It's not as bad. It's not it's not as bad, but it does. Yeah, you're right. It spreads faster.
Yeah, but I don't think that really matters so much if the effects are weak, right?
No.
Unless it makes it mutate again into something stronger. But I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if mutations can get stronger or if they can only get different and weaker.
Yeah, they get way stronger.
Mutations, just random as fuck, dude. It could come out and it could be fucking goddamn. What was that movie that I fucking kept referring to?
Outbreak?
No, one of the original ones from the 70s. I forget what Andromeda Strain. It's this is one mutation away from becoming the fucking Andromeda strain. But we've been really lucky. We learned how to create vaccines for these fucking things, and I do believe Landon's booked in for his 4th, so his doctors advised him to swap up his 4th shot. So I do believe he's had 3 of whatever brand. But
my pharmacy has been advertising 4th ones for certain people. I've had 3.
Yep. Haven't been notified to get a 4th yet, but if they do, I'm down to the doctors getting some mummies little helpers, and off I go to let them jab me in the arm, and fucking off I go. And
I think right now they're only giving the 4th to like elderly people right now.
Well, I'm 50 this year, so I may be in line for one. Because I'm in the butter zone for that shit and the flu basically becoming quite fucking deadly. It's like, oh, great.
Yeah, I'm only a few years behind you, so I'm not super far away. But maybe the whole thing will have petered out before then.
I have one advantage, which is I stay at home.
Who's the young ones?
Lock in. And local shops now, instead of going into the shopping centre and grabbing shit, you just get online, make your order, and you go down and pick it up at a certain time. Someone comes out with all your stuff in a fucking tray, and you just load it into your car and drive off. You don't even go into the shop now. It's fucking awesome. I love that service. It's just like, oh, fuck you,
we've
shopping
had
centre.
Some of our stores have had that option for a long time already, like way before the COVID came along, but only like the really big ones. Like they'll have these like roller things where they can like put everything in the bin and like roll it down. Then it goes like through a conveyor belt to the side of the building, and then you can unload it to people in cars.
Yeah, this is really cool. I've got it set up somewhere, like the shopping centre's up one level, and then you sort of go down the car park, pull up right out the front of this place. They just come out with all these big plastic bins on little carts, and if they got like 4 or 5 of them, they can just hook them up like a little mini train and have this puller at the front, and they're just dragging along this fucking train of little plastic tub
train of food.
Yeah, and you just like I've pulled up in front of people that had probably 8 boxes worth of shit, but here's the crazy thing, it's already bagged up. So it takes a minute or 2 for them to load it in their car, and the people from the shopping centre load your fucking car for you. If you want, you just sit in your car and go, la, 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 la. They load the car up and you just fucking drive off. It's brilliant. So going back to business as usual in central business districts, I think cities like New York's whinging, please come back into the city. No, fuck off. All of those empty office spaces should be homing people. There's the solution right there.
On that topic, problem. Have you heard about like there's all these companies that are like, all right, the danger's past. Everybody who's working from home, come back to the office. And they're all like, no, I don't want to. I want to keep working from home.
Yeah. And people are just going, and when they're being confronted, it's like, you got a choice, come back or fuck off. They'll go, all right, I'll fuck off. Because companies are so desperate for workers. In Australia, for instance, here's a crazy one. If you want to come to Australia and you're a barista, like you know how to pour a coffee, there are places paying $90 an hour to get you to come and work for them. Now, the trick is that's not in the city. That's out in the bush where you'll be serving tourists and stuff, but you're in the Australian outback. It's not a bad place to be to earn $90 an hour, and there's not a lot you can waste your fucking money on after work. So you could be saving a lot of money.
Oh, let me clarify that. Did you say 19 or 90?
90.
Jesus Christ.
90. Because
I don't know what the exchange rate's like, but that's got to be a lot.
Probably around $70, $65, $70 an hour. It'd be around between $60 and $70 an hour for an American.
All right, I'm looking up and convert to. Okay, that you're almost on par with ours.
Yeah.
One Australian dollar is worth 0.93 Canadian dollar.
Right, about 70 something.
I do the
US
same
cents.
thing then.
So yeah, you want to earn money.
Damn.
So $90 an hour to make coffee for people in outback Australia, in a place where you can't go and spend your money on shit. So if you're out there for 6 months and you're earning $90 an hour, just imagine how much fucking money you could save. Like, now there's people out there that go, $90 an hour, that's nothing. Fair enough. Well, to me, $90 an hour is a fucking king's ransom.
That's massive. Yeah.
Hey, what would you do for $90 an hour? It's just like, let's just do the list of what I wouldn't do because it's going to be a lot shorter and a lot quicker to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will sling some coffee for that. And yeah, for
Yeah.
Americans listening, that's probably approximately $70
Yeah.
American.
Between 60 and 70, roughly. Which is still a lot of fucking money just to come to Australia.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll look it up.
$66.30. Spider Cat said, thank you very much.
Actually, it says here 74 cents. Well, $1 Australian dollar is 74. So therefore,
yeah. So $90 is $90
90
an hour,
is
$66.
66.25. Yeah, Spider Cat did the thing already.
Yep.
Okay.
Spider Cat don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously. I'm on a government pension here, which is a very generous amount of money.
Yeah.
But the cost of living is not the cheapest in Australia. Rent can be dear, but I'm telling you, if you come out and do a job like that, they will find you somewhere to fucking live. There are so many jobs like this where it's the hospitality industry that's starting to open back up, and everyone's gone and found a job that was more secure because the hospitality industry was about the most insecure industry to get into at the time, unless you got into deliveries, and then you made a fucking killing. If you had good food and you delivered it during the pandemic, you're probably a millionaire now if you did it right.
If I got that barista job there for $90 an hour, I would work like 10 hours a week and then just take it easy. Otherwise,
dude, I'd work 10 hours a goddamn fucking day. Imagine walking out at the end of that. Now, here's the other problem. Tax is going to hurt you, but you're still going to be earning thousands of dollars a week for making fucking coffee. It's not like you're laying bricks. It's not like you're pouring concrete or working on a fucking high-rise.
It's true.
Sits bolt and steel together and shit.
I feel like I'd rather just make a comfortable living and then just have a lot of free time to chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that too, but
because then again, Red's idea is kind of preparing for retirement too. So,
well, imagine doing that. You'd have enough. Let's just say an American came out here and worked that job for a year. They'd probably have enough in certain states. You could go and buy a modest house after a year. You know, around 100. Let's just say 80K. And I'm not talking about a really big house. I'm talking a nice little modest house. You could get that in a year doing that sort of fucking work.
Probably.
That pay. Or come damn close. You'd have a good slug of that fucking house paid off. You know, and that's the thing. The world's fucking going to be opening back up soon. So opportunity knocks, folks. If there's something you've always thought about doing, it might be time to look into it. You might find that. What if you found that magic job doing something you didn't hate and they paid you a ridiculous amount of money to do it for a while?
I'm going to suck truck drivers' penises is what I'm going to do.
That's called being a lot lizard, and that's a very old tradition.
Well, that's what I'm going to do, Red. That's my dream.
Well, nothing wrong with being a lot lizard. Not much right with it, but nothing wrong with it.
What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it.
Did you
suck a little trucker dick, make a little trucker buck. August knows what I'm talking about. Raisin, get on fucking camera.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, Red Eye, come on.
I'm getting on and off camera now because my damn tooth's hurting and I'm doing nasty stuff, so yeah.
Doing nasty stuff?
Well, a minute ago I was blowing my damn nose.
Oh, boss, have you heard about, what was that company? Canadip. So it's instead of tobacco-based dip, they've got, it's not THC, is it CBD-based dips and stuff? You might want to check them out. Because I reckon dipping wouldn't be helping the toothy pegs.
No, it don't help. It's part of the problem.
Yeah.
And, eating AIDS-infested vagina is one of the other problems.
You should probably stop that.
All the herpes-infested dicks.
You can find other seasonings for them. You don't need AIDS specifically.
Well, it ain't just AIDS. It's all the STDs.
It's gonna sit.
Oh, but if you get all of them in there, they'll achieve an equilibrium and and they can't hurt you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta get every single one of them.
He has hyper.
If you're missing one, it doesn't work.
He's got all
Yeah.
of the different ages: the
I
super
do.
AIDS, the hyper AIDS, the mega AIDS.
I
All of the
invented a
different
few. I
varieties.
created a few.
Yeah. He mixed two together to get the third one. It was frightening.
I got chicken AIDS.
Damn. He's collecting all the different AIDSes.
It's because of all that stuff you're doing with the chickens. That's why.
I'm fucking chickens, bro.
Fucking shit-eating chicken fucker.
Mm-hmm. Yo, y'all keep it going. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the restroom.
He's going to go and do things to his tooth with his wiener.
Yum.
My God.
I like how Vlad picked up on where I got that joke about all the diseases from.
Yeah. Oh, Mr.
Simpsons did it.
Burns.
Simpsons did it.
Jesus Christ. Can't believe that show's still going.
I know, right? I have not seen that in many years. I don't even know what season it was when I last watched. It was a long time ago. Not because I'm avoiding it or anything, just because I don't really watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
That's all. There's a lot of shows I need to catch up on, though. I really only ever watch TV when I'm visiting the family. You know, because it's something we can do together.
It's always fun. What shows do you watch with them?
Last time I went out, we watched Stranger Things, American Gods, Game of Thrones, up till season 7, because 8 wasn't out yet, and thank God. I don't remember what else. But yeah, like when I go back, we got to watch Stranger Things season 3, whatever American Gods has come out with after season 1. I don't know how much they made of that.
Are they coming out with a Stranger Things season 4 soon?
I don't know.
I think they were just talking about that on
I've only seen 1 and 2. I don't know anything about 3.
the pedestrian pipes. I've seen parts of the second one, but not all of the seasons. So
I really like Stranger Things season 1 and 2, though. Great show.
I think they were saying, I don't remember. I think last night they were saying that the 3 was better than 2, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know what it's about. But it's been really fun. Actually, I was playing this computer game recently, Far Cry 6. They have a quest in there that's a crossover with Stranger Things, which is kind of a weird thing to do. But basically, Stranger Things is happening in Far Cry.
All right.
But just for like one quest. So you got like one little thing to do and then get back out. But it really they nailed it. It felt like an episode of the show.
That's cool. I always like when you can play things. It's one of the things. It's not as action packed, but I like the Telltale games for that. Like being able to kind of play along with the story.
Oh yeah. Mostly they're telling you a story, but you're making a few choices along the way.
Yeah, like you get to at least be a part of it, like, and make decisions and it be interactive.
Yeah.
I like that stuff. I like the Choose Your Own Adventure books too. It felt like an extension of that.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the Telltale games. Did you ever play Wolf Among Us?
No.
I would highly recommend that. That's one of the Telltale games that's about like myths and fairy tales in modern day New York. Like it's based on a comic book called Fable, I think it's called.
Nice.
Where like Snow White, the big bad wolf, you know, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, all them characters live in New York, modern day.
That seems legit.
It's pretty interesting.
I suppose if they were
Back
going to
camp.
live there, it would be there or San Francisco.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
So you get a couple games where you get to play out that story a little bit there. You play Bigsby, who is the sheriff of what do they call it? Mythtown or something. Like he's the sheriff of those characters. They're trying to hide their nature from regular humans. And you play Bigsby, the sheriff, who is actually the big bad wolf from Red Riding Hood, but he's a good guy now. But everybody's still afraid of him because of the stories. And And he can go werewolf on people when he has to.
There was I forget what the heck show it was that did something like that. It was like all Grimm's fairy tales, and they all lived in like a town. I forget what that's been a while since.
I know what you're talking about. Ah, shit.
Blanking too.
Yeah. I can't think of what it's called.
Was it Ever
Sounds like a
After?
pretty similar thing.
Yeah. Was it Ever After?
Maybe.
I noticed the absence of the word happily.
Sure. I think it was Ever After, though.
Yeah, August is talking about Fables. I believe Fables is what they called the comic books of it, but The Wolf Among Us is the video game of that comic.
Well, I'll be damned. Look, yeah,
it was called Grimm, huh?
Yeah, there was a show called Grimm.
Alright.
I'm kind of out of it tonight, folks, because my damn tooth's killing me. So
Yeah.
But anyways, Once Upon a Time was a good show. So
That's what it was.
Anybody who likes mythology stuff, I would highly recommend the American Gods TV show. Based on
I've seen some of it.
I've only watched season 1, but I want to watch. I think there's at least one more season. I want to watch it. I really like the book, and the TV show is adding a lot of extra stuff in there. Because it's hard to make one novel into an entire season. You gotta add more content, you know.
Yeah.
But I think they did a pretty good job with it. It was interesting seeing some of the characters when you've just read about them before.
I understand. We're probably going to go an hour and a half tonight because of the tooth.
Yeah.
And Red Eye's a bitch. That's another reason.
Yep.
And John Morgan's in the chat being a little shit, probably. I don't know what he's saying. I've seen him in there.
It's been okay so far.
He's a little shit.
I think I may have accidentally summoned him by saying Stranger Things.
Stranger Things is a good show.
That was a great show. Have you seen season 3, Pimp?
Mm-hmm. It sucked.
You didn't like it?
No, season 3 wasn't good.
Was there anything in there about like a Russian lady with powers with a number 6 on her or anything, or is that not related?
I can't even remember, dude.
Hmm.
It's been a while since it came out because of the pandemic and shit.
Because I saw something, a sort of side thing in a video game that was a crossover with Stranger Things, and they had this Russian lady. She had a suit with a number 6, and she was similar to that chick from first season, 11. She was like that, but a Russian lady.
That's a pretty little girl, too. She's like a teenager now. And then so she's cute and she's talented. Like, I've seen her on
she was doing that, just like acting 11, the character named 11, whatever age she was when she was filming that. She did a great job.
She's a talented young actress. They're all talented kids, though. I mean, I think. Except Raisin, she's not talented. Well, in certain areas, she's very talented.
Oh, damn.
The ping pong ball trick is pretty cool.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, and she can smoke a cigar with it, too, so it's pretty neat. Red Eye can smoke a cigar with his bow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I've seen him open bottles with it. It's pretty neat.
Gotta have a hobby.
You gotta have a hobby. So anyway, we are doing, like I said, we're going to end a little early tonight because of my tooth stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second hour deal. Patreon, if you want to become a Patreon, please do. Also have tips, which is much needed, like extremely needed. I have a Venmo, Cashapp, PayPal, and Streamlabs. So please tip. Please. Much needed. That's it. Red Eye.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Delta. Malcolm Nance. We already went through that one. I'm looking at the trending thing. Coachella's trending. Day 3 kicks off. Boo. Fucking do. Those people make me sick. The second season had another psychic character who was a test subject with 11. However, the third season didn't have any additional.
It was kind of interesting.
Well,
I forget her name, but she had a totally different power. That was kind of neat.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Never watched it. Never watched a episode.
I want to watch
of The
season
Walking
3,
Dead.
even though people don't seem excited about it. But I'm just curious to see it anyway.
I'm weird. If a show gets popular, I just don't want to watch it for some reason. Game of Thrones, never watched an episode. Walking Dead, never watched an episode.
I've only seen
Stranger
season
Things.
1 of Walking Dead. It was okay.
I like Walking Dead.
I kind of get why the show's a big draw, but for me, it's just like, nah. It's just like one big long fucking zombie movie. It's like, all right, I get it.
Yeah. I dug it. I mean, it's not like one of my favorite shows or anything, but I watched it and it was pretty good. I actually like the other one, but the second one that came out better than I did the first one. What's up, Raising Pretty Girl?
Hey.
Hey, you.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Red Eye was talking about tricks that you could do with your thing, and I told him to stop it.
I felt bad. I realized I was muted. And you did your the second hour thing. I'm like, wait. Oh, I'm muted. Oh, well. Sorry about that.
Apparently
You hadn't talked in
American
27 minutes, Raising. That's why.
I was too talking. We were talking about television shows.
You lying ass motherfucker.
You weren't here. You were off lollygagging in the bathroom.
I was trying to think. I'm trying to think.
You're off in the bathroom doing things to your butthole, trying to get butt feetings out without success, because I can still tell.
They're there.
Oh, yeah.
I love
It's all right.
them. They're
We
my
will
friends.
audit you. We will give you a butt audit and get rid of the butt feetings.
John Morgan's on the clock, and he can't deny it. He can't, he's on the clock for $100, and if he doesn't give it, he's not my friend anymore.
Aw.
I mean it.
Wow.
I hate him.
Wow.
You better not say that. That's
I
terrible.
will. I'll hate him.
That's wow. Wow. I'm shocked.
Shame.
You gotta pay your late fees.
Genuine shock.
And John Vega's on the clock for 50, or his puppy will die.
Wow.
You're just mean.
The mean thing is he doesn't even have a puppy. You're gonna get him a puppy and then it will die.
If he don't have a puppy, then I'll make sure a child in his family somewhere will die.
Whoa. I'm gonna disavow that one. That's you've crossed the line.
Bill, fuck you.
Wow. Wow. My feelings.
It's terrible.
My feelings.
I'm farting right at this moment. You know that?
Hot.
Probably was for a second there.
I was. I got enough.
Yeah, I double checked Stranger Things, American Gods has 3 seasons now, apparently. I'm gonna need to check that shit out. Do you know a lady eats a man with her vagina in that show?
My God.
Nom nom.
Nom nom.
That's
I'm not even kidding or exaggerating.
John Lewis Vega, Pimp, you're mean.
Well, I'm gonna dig him up and then chop him up and eat him.
I don't like you no more.
Yeah, I don't like you either. You're a bully.
Well, yeah. Oh, do my jokes offend you, Red Eye?
Yes, I am. I've taken great exception to what you have just said.
Well, suck a dick.
Well, I've just called the Southern Poverty Law Centre, so ha ha. I'm going to get a web page next to Adam Ray Swarsky. Now what?
I don't like you.
That's all right.
John in Vegas at $10 on Venmo. I said 50. You stupid bastard.
Wow.
Ungrateful scrub, you.
Yeah.
He's on the installments plan.
You just say thank you.
What you do is you send him an email, say, "Oh, I accidentally overpaid you. You're going to have to pay some of that back," and then you just rip all of the money out of his account. Do a rug pull. Sell him an NFT. Rug pull that son of a bitch.
It's enough.
Oh, have you seen the fucking video of Ice Poseidon? This dude that's into like exposing all of the fucking NFT shenanigans and stuff. He interviewed Ice Poseidon, and Ice Poseidon. No, this is fucking like that dude. Oh, I think he may be seeing the inside of a prison cell very soon. He just flat out admitted, yeah, I rug pulled the money. Yeah, so what? And the dude said, "You've got it within your power to give the money back. Are you going to give the money back?" And he just went, "No." Then he contacts the dude a few days later because it's starting to really get bad for him with PR, and he announces, "I'm going to give $144,000 back." Well, it wasn't $144,000. It was $144,000 whatever fucking in some crypto, which worked out to be about 40 grand. They've still pocketed fucking 450K. It's like Ice Poseidon.
What a fucking guy.
Stole his fans' money. Just rug pulled them. And turns out that really big scam with that Axel, what's the game with the Axolotl or whatever, that the North Koreans did that, $600 million fucking dollars.
Damn.
It's just like crypto is just not, nah. All I'm hearing about is shenanigans left, right, and center, and rug pull scams. It's just like, holy shit. And there's this one crew going around doing rug pull after rug pull after rug pull, and they're getting away with it. It's just like, I think the FBI is just watching and collecting vast amounts of information, waiting for them to commit an act of wire fraud so they can go and dick punch them. And eventually they're going to have to, because they're going to have to use some service to transfer that once it's converted into money, and then they do a wire. That's when they get nailed. That's when the British and everyone's worked out that they can use existing, basically, wire transfer fucking fraud laws against anyone that, once it's converted, I do believe that's when it comes into play, and they can use all the old laws. So all of these people that are thinking they're getting away with shit, it's eventually got to be converted into money that you can spend, because you can't actually spend crypto. You got to turn it into, there's cryptocurrencies out there. Some places will take like Bitcoin or whatever as well-known payments, ones, but not very many. Here's another interesting thing. One of the stable coins, I'm just learning about crypto now. So there's the stable coins, and the main one that's used to back up most of the other coins. Well, the folks that set that up, you might want to look into that, because there's some serious shenanigans going on there with the people that set up one of these stable coins. It's like, oh, damn. And what was that, BitConnect? Remember that BitConnect, the dude just up on stage fucking yelling out like a crazy man? That same people organised that one that fell in upon itself. They're the ones that created this stable coin that most people use to cash out of other.
I haven't heard about BitConnect, but I heard about that Crypto Island stuff.
Oh, Cryptoland.
Cryptoland, yeah, that failed horribly, didn't it?
Oh, dude, and then there's Earth 2, the Aussie guy that's building that one. That's just like shenanigans. Everybody get your brooms. Shenanigans. Oh, yeah, so I've just been looking at all of this shit that's going on with NFTs, and it's just like, I don't get why people fucking throw. There's NFT shoes. It's like, what? No, what? No. Yeah, wait, what? What game? No.
Gross.
Oh, and just the way they do it, they'll find a 10-year-old game that's dead and buried, and then add NFTs and shit to it, and the people are throwing.
Just bury it further.
Well, no, people are throwing fucking tens of thousands of dollars at this shit. It's
not many people.
Well, in Australia, there's this. They had a little article on the ABC, and there's these like 40-something-year-old people that are parents that are very successful business people have, for some reason, they think the metaverse, which is not going to be the next big thing, kids. Believe me, it's really fucking not. I've just renamed virtual reality the metaverse.
I mean, it's funny how they keep going on about all the stuff you can do in metaverse. Like they're just bragging about all the stuff it can do. And I'm like, yeah, there's this thing called Second Life that's been doing that for 2 decades already.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is not new.
None of it is.
None of this is new.
This is Zuckerberg trying to milk you because he's realized that the Facebook business model is now going to go backwards instead of forwards and start to bleed out. So he had to reinvent the wheel. Metaverse. It's like, we'll just put Facebook inside a fucking virtual reality environment, call it metaverse, and market the shit out of that thing to make people think it's the fear of missing out. Will farm that as well. And it's like, hey, Mark, I'm not buying a headset, so fuck off. There you go.
I guarantee you, the first game developer I hear mention metaverse in an ad, whatever game they're advertising, I'm not touching.
Yeah, I'm done. Well, NFTs or metaverse, it's like, oh, and that game can fuck off. I'm waiting for Star Citizen to start doing the shit. It's like,
I'm waiting for Star Citizen to have gameplay.
I actually downloaded it, because I got a game package, and I was surprised at how well what I had ran on my system. Because when I tried it about 6 months ago, it ran like utter shit. The ship was clipping in and out of existence as I ran around.
No.
Me and Landon were having a good old laugh at this pile of shit, but it is so far away from being a game, it's ridiculous. It's like,
I keep hearing people bragging about like, oh, you can buy these cool ships, you can fly around the galaxy and visit other planets. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's kind of neat, but is there a game in there anywhere?
Kind of, sort of, maybe one day. Now, here's the deal. People, you talking shit about it. I was a true believer of the Star Citizen project. I'd thrown over $2,000 of my money over 2 years into that fucking thing until they bought out the Lumberyard version, which is when they swapped game engines from the Crytek engine to Amazon's proprietary version of the Crytek engine called Lumberyard. And they broke the game for me. I got my fucking money back, and I bought a game package again last year for my birthday for $80. So I was invested in that game for $2,500. I got about $2,000 back. Damn. And I got a bunch of posters. I got a goddamn Constellation ship model in my fucking collection. So I was a true believer. The only way they're going to save that game is to release Squadron 42 and show people that this is actually the next big thing when it comes to games, because the gameplay itself is going to be fucking awesome if they get that shit out. But if you go and look at the list of what they've barely got one system done, and it's not much of it's functional yet.
And then on the other hand, we've got Bethesda's space game. They keep bragging about Starfield, and they keep somehow coming out with trailers that talk about the world, but don't tell you a single thing about what you'll be doing in the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what the genre of game is.
See,
sometimes I wonder if they even bother finishing games before they put them out now.
Yeah,
they
like,
just
all I know about this game is that you have a
throw
spaceship.
games out, patch
That's the only thing I know.
No, they stopped finishing games years ago. They now release them in alpha and beta states. And
yeah, I'm hoping they're being bought by, what is it, Microsoft that owns them now? I'm hoping that'll change that. Like they can both help them finish their games and also stop them from half-assing things.
Well, what you do is, if you're Microsoft, the first thing you do is you walk in with Master Chief next to you. And you walk in the front building and you just go, "Yoo-hoo, Todd, could you come down here, Todd?" And you get Master Chief to just fucking grab Todd and throw him out of the building and just go, "You're fired. Don't come back. If I see you here again on the premises, things will go bad for you." And just
actually not a bad Master Chief voice.
Just tell fucking just send Master Chief in to fuck him up and get rid of him, and get rid of Todd fucking Howard. Because if you get rid of the serial liar out of the company who goes and makes all of these bullshit promises to people at fucking launch events, which turn out to be utter.
He's almost as bad as Peter Molyneux, eh?
Well, he's worse. 16 True Wars at 16 billion. Like the whole Fallout 76 debacle was a fucking joke. It's like, fuck you, Bethesda.
Actually,
stopped playing their games after that. I went, fuck you. I'm not. I refunded 76 and I haven't been back since. Fuck that company.
Speaking of TV shows and Master Chief, have you seen the Halo show yet?
No, I haven't.
I've heard that it is hilariously inaccurate.
Oh, no.
Like, the creators have said outright that they're telling their own story and they haven't played the games, and you can tell, apparently.
Oh, no. Why do you give people money that... It's like Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands 1 was a fucking great game and it's got a great story to tell. Borderlands 2...
It was even better.
Well, I love Borderlands 2. It's one of my favorite games. But the dude that wrote 1 and the dude that wrote 2, not the same people. And basically...
And also not the same thing in 3. 3 went way
3
downhill story-wise.
3 Borderlands 3 is shit. I'm sorry.
Gameplay is really good. The story is shit.
You nailed it. The story is fucking garbage. It's like, what social media influences on the Asian planet?
They somehow went from like one of the best antagonists in video game history to the worst, most boring one.
Handsome Jack is just like my favorite bad guy ever. That dude was just a fucking evil prick. He did not give up.
Evil, but somehow still charismatic in his way.
He was once a fucking really good, nice, caring dude that was trying to do the right thing, and it just all went horribly.
But no matter how evil he was, you as the player still enjoy him.
Yes, absolutely.
He is hilarious.
What they did with Borderlands was the dude that came in and wrote part 2 just went, oh yeah, you know that whole thing where they use the fast travel and they've got the digitized copies of themselves. He just basically went, oh, that's not fucking, that's not canon. What's the first thing you do in part 1 in Borderlands? You
get scanned for a new U station.
What do you mean it's not canon? It's the first thing. And then someone said, have you played the first game or read the first story? No. So he's saying what's canon and what's not canon. The first fucking thing they do in the first fucking game is use the new U station and create a backup copy of you, which makes it canon, you stupid fuck.
I love people who haven't experienced the story telling you what's canon or not.
Yeah, and that's when
I'm going to tell you what's canon for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I haven't watched a single one of their movies.
How many hours of gameplay have I got in fucking Borderlands? Let's shame myself publicly once again. Borderlands 2. Well, it's not that. 1,891 hours of gameplay. And even in pre-sequel, I've done 646 hours of farming. You know? Borderlands 3, here's the difference. 246 hours of gameplay, and then I just stopped. And I just went,
big difference there.
Well, the big difference was the way they sold the game, too. It's like, if I buy a season pass for the game, I want all the DLC. Oh, no. We're going to split up the season passes now. So you have season pass 1, season pass. It's like, fuck you and your company and the way you do business. Not buying it.
Everything turned into Nintendo.
I'll wait until it's on sale on Steam for $2 fucking to buy all your DLC. Get fucked. And I hope you have fun watching your squirt porn, Randy, you turd.
That
guy
weirdo.
Sucks.
Randy's a fucking weirdo.
I think I'm going to go ahead and end this, dude. I can't take this no more.
All right, boss.
All right, man. You take it easy.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be on tomorrow night. Maybe I'll have some tooth medicine by then.
Hope so.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry, but yeah, it's just too much.
It's all good, boss. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man.
All right.
Take it easy.
Later, y'all.